Oh. Oh, stop chewing that ice so loud.
Quizzes! Oh.
Hi, book friends. I'm Addie, and this is Alexander. This is my significant other, and he's here as my assistant today because we are going to be doing the first sentence challenge, but with a twist. So I just recently saw Nat from Nerdy Nat Reads do this tag with her significant other boyfriend person, and it was really, really cute and funny. So I decided that we were going to do it, but I'm sure you've noticed we're not in my normal space because we're actually in South Carolina on vacation with my family. We're gonna do some BuzzFeed quizzes and internet quizzes. I'll have them linked in the description box that all do like first sentence type challenges. And I forgot to tell you the twist. The twist is that it's a drinking game now. So when I get an answer right, he has to drink. And when I get an answer wrong, I have to drink. We've got our Truly Punches. Not sponsored, haha.
Yeah.
Not sponsored yet. He picked them. I haven't seen anything yet. Tell us where it's from and what the title is so that I know which one to go to.
Okay, so there's Booktubers quiz. It says, quiz time. Can you guess the book these great opening sentences came from?
What we're going to do this is if I can guess it without him giving me the multiple choice options, I get 2 points. If I guess it with it, I get 1. Bonus points if I can guess the book and author without him telling me. Like, without him giving me the options. Okay. Alright. Give me the first one.
Okay. It was a pleasure to bargain.
No. Give me the options.
Okay. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. Firestarter by Stephen King. The Incendiaries by Otto Kwan. And Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste
Ng.
Ng.
He doesn't read. If you didn't know that. I haven't read any of those, but my guess is gonna be Little Fires Everywhere. Is it wrong?
You gotta drink.
Oh no, what is it?
Fahrenheit 451.
Okay.
Your end is a dead blue wren.
Oh.
Like,
give me the options. I know what you're saying, but I don't know.
Picnic at Hanging Rock by Joan Lindsay. The Natural Way of Things by Charlotte Wood. Cloud Street by Tim Winton. Boy Swallows Universe by Trent Dalton.
I have never heard of any of those books in my life.
This is easy, come on.
It's easy?
Yeah,
Picnic at Hanging Rock. Sounds ominous.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it's my final answer.
Ooh!
Which one was it?
Boy Swallows Universe.
What?
It wasn't as though the farm hadn't seen death before, and the blowflies didn't discriminate. To them, there was a little difference between a carcass and a corpse.
I'm gonna need the options for this.
Okay. Scrublands by Chris Hammer. The Dry by Jane Harper. The Nowhere Child by Christian White. Or The Ruin by Ubla.
The second one, I don't
McKiernan.
know. This is a complete guess. The second one.
Oh, you got it!
Multiple choice is the best. So that's what? 1 point?
Bobby and I first met Melissa at a poetry night in town where we were performing together. Melissa took our photograph outside with Bobby smoking and me self-consciously holding my left wrist in my right hand as if I was afraid the wrist was going to get away from me.
Options.
Okay. Animals by Emma Jane Unsworth. Milkman by Anna Burns.
I've read that book, but that's not that book.
Okay. White Teeth by Zadie Smith. And Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney.
I've heard of Conversations with Friends, so that's gonna be my guess.
Okay. Oh, you got it! Okay. Her husband's almost home. He'll catch her this time. Ooh, scandalous. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Gillian? Gillian. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. Or An American Marriage by Tayara Jones.
This is where my lack of knowledge on thrillers really comes to hurt me because those are all thrillers that are really popular that I don't know about. I'm gonna say Gone Girl just because that's my guess. Oh no,
Okay.
it's wrong.
It was The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. Okay. The snow in the mountains was melting and Bunny had been dead for several weeks before we understood the gravity of our situation.
Is it Bunny? Is that the name of the book?
That's one of the options.
Well, I'm gonna guess that that's what it is.
Okay, you wanna... No, you were...
How is... What book was it?
The Secret History by Donna Tartt.
Oh, well.
Oh, is this
She's
incredible.
transphobic anyway, so we don't like Donna Tartt on this channel.
No one who had ever seen Catherine Morland in her infancy would have supposed her born to be a heroine.
Ringing some bells,
Yeah,
though.
you know. Yeah, okay. You want me to give you Okay, Dracula by Bram Stoker.
No.
Northanger
It's
Abbey.
Bram, by the way.
I'm so sorry. Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen.
It might be Northern Grabby.
Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte.
It's not Wuthering Heights.
Or The Mysteries of Udolpho by Anne Radcliffe.
I've never read Mysteries of Udolpho. I have read the other ones.
Have you heard of all these?
You know what? I think it's Northern Grabby.
Okay.
It's Northern Grabby.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh, you
it is.
did?
Mm,
Nice.
because I couldn't remember the girl's last name, but it's a spoof of gothic fiction, so the fact that she says that you wouldn't suspect her to be a heroine, it's like within the theme. That's a good book.
Panic was my first reaction to the multiple choice options that lay on my desk in front of me.
Options?
Okay.
Oh, I have 3 points now, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, Puberty Blues by Kathy Lett and Gabrielle Carey.
No idea.
Looking for Ali Brandy by Melina Marcheta. Marcheta?
I have no idea.
It Sounded Better in My Head by Nina Kenwood.
I thought that was you saying it sounded better in my head. Go ahead.
Or What I Like About Me by Jenna Gillane?
The first one? I don't know.
You want Puberty
Blues.
Okay.
It sounds... Nope. Okay.
It's Looking for Ali Brandy.
I haven't even heard of half of these books. I seem like a
I
really
can't
crappy...
even read half of these books, so what does that say about me? It's a funny thing about mothers and fathers. Even when their own child is the most disgusting little blister you could ever imagine, they still think that he or she is wonderful.
I'm gonna need options for this one.
Okay. The World's Worst Children by David Williams. Matilda by Roald Dahl. Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kane.
What the... Why? Okay.
Or Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling.
It's not that. Well, Matilda is about parents who don't love her, so I don't think it's Matilda. The World's Worst Children, because that makes sense, right?
That does make sense.
But of course it's not.
It is Matilda, yeah.
Matilda? What? Alright, well, I've never read Matilda. I've actually only ever seen the movie, so maybe I should read it.
If you really want to hear about it, the first thing you'll probably want to know is where I was born and what my lousy childhood was like, and how my parents were occupied and all before they had me, and all that David Copperfield kind of crap. But I don't feel like going into it if you want to know the truth. David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. On the Road by Jack
Kerouac.
The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. And The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon.
The Catcher in the Rye is all about Holden complaining, so the fact that he would say that sounds uncharacteristic to me. But I'm gonna say The Catcher in the Rye. I'm gonna say that even though yeah, okay, hit that one. It's The Catcher in the Rye. Yes, it is. But what's funny is that he's like, oh, you probably don't want to hear all about my sob story. And then all he does is tell us his sob story about his sad, boring little life. I hate that book. If you haven't seen my ranking classics I've read video, I roast that book in that video. So I'll have a link to that in the thing.
I was bored just by reading this first
I know.
sentence, so.
Okay, so that's the first one. I got a 4 points.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Hi!
Hi.
Do we look different? Does the angle look different? It's because we're in a different room and it's the next day. So here's the deal. Right after the last clip ended, my family started blasting music and I was like, well, not only is the audio gonna suck, but I'm gonna get a copyright strike. So we were like, oh, we'll just film it after dinner, and then we didn't. So it's the next day. It's a luau themed night tonight, which is why we're all... Stop chewing that ice so loud. Anyway, the point is we're like 3 drinks in, and we're here to finish the video and do the second half of the video. So we've got another quiz.
Tea and Ink Society's famous first lines from classic books.
So I think I'm going to be better at this one. So this one doesn't give us the answer right away, so I'm just going to give my best guess, and then we'll see if I'm right at the end.
Because I won't know.
Because he ain't going to know. Okay.
Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents.
Okay, this one I'm almost 100% certain is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott.
He was born with a gift of laughter and a sense that the world was mad. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Scaramucci by Raphael Sabatini. Vanity Fair by... I almost said Vanity. Vanity Fair by William Thackeray. Roderick Hudson by Henry James.
My guess is The Picture of Dorian Gray, but I don't know, so we're gonna find out.
The drinking game doesn't apply, because we don't know if you're right or... we'll do it after. So
then I'm gonna have to drink. Oh no! Okay.
Okay, so what are you going with?
The Picture of Dorian Gray.
Okay. Well,
I haven't read that, but it's on my list and I have a copy, so.
Okay. Whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life, or whether that station will be held by anybody else, these pages must show.
Options?
David Copperfield, once again, by Charles Dickens. The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy. Don't recommend that book. Oh, sorry, that wasn't even the full title. The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy Gentleman. There's a call there. By Lawrence Sterne. Tom Brown's School Days by Thomas Hughes. Or Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Or Lewis. It's probably Lewis.
My guess is gonna be David Copperfield.
Okay.
I don't like Charles Dickens if my eye rolling wasn't obvious.
There was no possibility of taking a walk that day.
It sounds really familiar. I think it's in Austin. Go ahead. Or no, it wouldn't be Austin. Go ahead.
Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. No. Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. Paul Clifford by Edward George Bulwer-Lytton.
Bulwer-Lytton.
And The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot.
I think it's The Mill on the Floss. I've read The Mill on the Floss, and that line sounds familiar, but Austen usually has longer, more, like, oomphy first sentences, like... Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead.
So that's the final answer. The Mill on the Floss.
Mill on the Floss, yeah.
Call Me Ishmael.
Oh, wait, I know this one. It's Moby Dick, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I know this.
Yeah.
By who?
I don't know who it's by. Oh, wait. Melville.
I'll give you that.
Melville.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again.
Options?
Manderley. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier.
I don't know who that is.
Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket by Edgar Allan Poe. These names!
Classic books have the best names.
Or Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell.
I don't even remember what the sentence was. I'm gonna guess Agnes Grey, but I haven't read Agnes Grey.
Okay.
I have read The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Fire. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing. It's what this game is.
Okay. The studio was filled with the rich odor of roses when the light summer wind stirred amidst the trees of the garden. There came through the open door the heavy scent of the lilac, or the more delicate perfume of the pink flowering thorn.
The options?
The Princess Casamassima by Henry James. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde.
I think it's The Picture of Dorian Gray, and I think that this one was in Nat's video, in Nerdy Nat, you know, the person I mentioned at the beginning. I'm almost 100% sure that I remember that because she got that one. But I feel like I'm cheating. but I'm not.
No.
I haven't read it, but I do really want to read it. But now I feel like my other Dorian Gray has to be wrong, so that sucks.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. The Warden by Anthony Trollope, Moby Dick by Herman Melville, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, or Ethan Frome by Edith Wharton.
I guess I'll guess Gatsby. Next one.
It is a truth universally...
Pride and Prejudice. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. Did I get that word for word?
A single man.
Damn it! Alright, what's next?
A surging, seething, murmuring crowd of beings that are human only in name. For to the eye and ear they seem not but savage creatures, animated by vile passions and by the lust of vengeance and hate. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens.
A Tale of Two Cities is, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Okay.
This book is the worst of times.
The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne.
I don't think it's that one. What's the other ones?
The Man Who Was Thursday. The Man Who Was Thursday by G.K. Chesterton. The Scarlet Pimpernel.
There's two Scarlets?
Yeah, one's a letter, one's a pimpernel. You should know this.
Final answer is The Man Who Became Thursday, but I
The Man Who Was Thursday. Under certain circumstances, there are few hours in life more agreeable than the hour dedicated to the ceremony known as afternoon tea.
Damn, I want to read this book. I haven't read it,
That's
but
like, oh, you.
I'm literally going to buy this at the bookstore tomorrow.
The Portrait of a Lady by Henry James. Bradsheed Revisited by Evelyn Waugh. The Wind in the Willows. Oh, I love that name. The Wind in the Willows. By Kenneth Grahame. Or Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen.
It's not Sense and Sensibility because I do like that book and I would know. I'm gonna guess Wind in the Willows because I like that sound.
Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way.
What are the options?
Bleak House by Charles Dickens. Anna
Karenina.
Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Tess of the
D'Urbervilles.
of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy, and the Brothers Karamazov.
I have read Bleak House and Tess of the D'Urbervilles, and yet I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna guess Tess of the D'Urbervilles though.
I will begin the story of my adventures with a certain morning early in the month of June. The year of grace 1751, when I took the key for the last time out of the door of my father's house. Kidnapped by Robert Louis, is it Louis? Stevenson? Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. The Sea Wolf by Jack London, or Waverley by Sir Walter Scott. Sorry.
Descendants? What was it about? Oh, I will begin the story of adventures. That sounds like kidnapped. That's the start of adventure, right? Yeah. Okay.
Sure. I have just returned from a visit to my landlord, the solitary neighbor that I traveled with.
Emily Bronte.
I'll give you that.
How many Bronte sisters do you think there are? Anne is one, yes.
Emily, and I want to say there's a Scarlet.
Charlotte. You're very close.
Three is my final answer.
Yes, there are three. Which one wrote Jane Eyre?
Jane Austen.
No, Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Austen.
Please edit that out.
No, that's really funny. Okay.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh. This is the story of what a woman's patience can endure and what a man's resolution can achieve.
You're covering your face with the phone.
Madame Bovary, I
don't know.
by Gustave Flaubert. That can't be it. The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. Anna
Karenina. You already said this one.
By Leo Tolstoy. And North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell.
I've read North and South, and I don't think that is the start of it. I'm gonna guess Anna K.
It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13.
Options?
Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells, 1984 by George Orwell, or The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells.
It's not 1984.
I know all of those books. So,
You've heard of them all?
Yeah.
It's not 1984. There's two H.G. Wells on this option, so I feel like it has to be H.G. Wells. I'm gonna say Time Machine.
Schoolmaster was leaving the village and everybody seemed sorry.
Options.
Anne of Green Gables, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, Jude the Obscure by Thomas Hardy, or My Antonia by Willa Cather.
I'm gonna guess Anne of Green Gables, but I haven't read it. Okay, how'd I do? My goal is optimistically 80%, realistically 70. So how'd I do?
Got 8 out of 17. Gotta chug that whole thing.
Wait, go to your calculator. What's 8 out of 17? It's 47%! That's so bad! Let's read them back real quick.
So, Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents. You said Little Women. The answer is Little Women, yeah. He was born with the gift of laughter in a sense that the world was mad. You said The Picture of Dorian Gray.
That one's wrong because I guessed correct Dorian Gray later. That one is... The correct answer is Scaramucci by Raphael Sabatini.
Okay, whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life or whether the station will be held by anyone else, these pages must show. You said David Copperfield, it's David Copperfield.
Dickens is so predictable.
There was no possibility of taking a walk that day.
It
you
was
said The Mill and the Floss, and it's Jane Eyre. Call Me Ishmael, that's Moby Dick, you got that. Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again. You said Agnes Gray, the correct answer was Rebecca.
That was my second guess.
Studios, Soda Richard.
I got that one right, yeah.
Yeah, you got that. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind since.
Gatsby, I was right.
It's Gatsby.
You should know that too. That's like the one book you've read. Pride and Prejudice, I was right.
A surging, seething, murmuring crowd of beings.
Oh no, it was the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Under certain circumstances, there are a few hours in life more agreeable than the hour dedicated to the ceremony known as afternoon tea. Okay, editing Addie, we gotta pick up The Portrait of a Lady by Henry James. Was I right about Anna Karenina? No, I guess Tessa the Durberose. I will begin this story. Oh, you got it. My adventures? Yeah, you got that.
I said it sounded adventurous. It's not a kidnapping. I have just returned from my visit. Yeah, that's Bronte. Oh, I don't know why I was about to drink. Drink up, honey.
This is the story of what a woman's patience can endure and what a man's resolution can achieve. You said
and a K, and it's The Woman in White. Damn. It was 1984?
Oh, it was a very cold day in April and the clocks were striking 13.
Schoolmaster was leaving. Did I get that one right?
You said Anne of Green
Gables. No, let's do the Obscure. That was my second guess.
And that is it.
We've decided that I'm going to take quiz number 3 tomorrow, and we're going to change outfits and locations again. I promise we're not alcoholics, but we're on vacation. So
give us this.
Tomorrow we'll see how I do. Cheers.
Dink.
Wait, we have to dink them too.
Dink.
We're back. Day 3.
Day 3.
We're back to the original location. New outfits, new cups. So we're here for the final quiz, final challenge. Tell us a little bit about this one. Since I got 40% yesterday, I think today I'm gonna shoot for 60 and call that a win.
Okay.
So
yeah.
We'll
I hope you sleep at night. We got Abe Books. Abe Books.
Yes, that's the name of this opening lines book quiz from Abe Books.
20 questions.
Let's do this.
Doesn't tell us till the end.
Alright, doesn't tell us to the end.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
One summer afternoon, Mrs.
Oedipa Maas. Oh my god, I just read that book! It's The Crying of Lot 49 by Thomas Pynchon. I just read that for a postmodern lit class. It's pretty good. Next one.
Okay, the play for which Briony had designed the posters, programs, and tickets, constructed the sales booth out of a folding screen tipped on its side, and lined the collection box in red crepe paper, was written by her in a 2-day Tempest composition, causing her to miss a breakfast and a lunch.
Wow. That was a long, breathy first sentence.
Yeah,
Can I have the options?
The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro.
Kazuo Ishiguro, I think.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay.
I've heard of him.
The Golden Notebook by Doris Lessing. Atonement by Ian McEwan.
I'm gonna go with The Golden Notebook by what's her name?
Question 3. The red country and part of the gray country of Oklahoma. The last rains came gently, and they did not cut the scarred earth.
Is it The Grapes of Wrath?
I mean, that's one of the answers.
I'm gonna guess Grapes of Wrath by Steinbeck.
I was born in the year 1632 in the city of York, of a good family. A Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Treasure Island by Robert... Okay, what is this?
Robert Louis Stevenson? I think it is.
Louis Stevenson. 1632 by Eric Flint. Or Girl with a Pearl Earring by Tracy...
1632, right? Didn't he say he was born in 16-something?
I was born in the year 1632 in the city of York.
It's gotta be. If it's not, I quit this game.
My suffering left me sad and gloomy. That's horrible.
Yeah. Options?
The Problem of Pain by C.S. Lewis. The Life of Pi by Jan Martel. Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. Or The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath.
I'm gonna guess The Bell Jar.
Once upon a time, and a very good time it was, there was a moo cow? There was a moo cow coming down along the road, and this moo cow that was coming down along the road met a Nison's little boy named Baby Tuku. A portrait of the artist as a young man.
It's definitely not that. That's by James Joyce.
Okay, Sons and Lovers by D.H. Lawrence. The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner, or Animal Farm by George Orwell.
What was the second one?
Sons and Lovers.
I'm gonna guess that one.
Okay, the squat gray building of only 34 stories. A squat gray building of only 34 stories.
That's not even a sentence.
1984 by George Orwell.
It's not that, because I got that one wrong yesterday.
Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Or Foundation by Isaac Asimov.
You read A Brave New World, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is that what it starts with? Alright, I'm gonna
that
guess.
Was like sophomore year.
I'm gonna guess Brave New World.
Okay. Well, ours is essentially a tragic age, so we refuse to take it tragically. Jude the Obscure by Thomas Hardy.
I also got that one wrong yesterday, so it's not that one.
Wuthering Heights by Emily
it's
Bradford.
not Wuthering Heights.
The Great Gatsby by F.
It's not The Great Gatsby, so it's 4. Wow, these quizzes are
Lady
stacking.
Chatterley's Lover.
Well, I don't know who
by D.H. Lawrence.
I don't know who Lady Chatterley or her lover is, but it's them.
They Shoot the White Girl First. Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin. Paradise by Toni Morrison. The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Or Native Son by Richard Wright.
I don't think it's The Color Purple because I've read that one. I feel like it's either Paradise or Native Son.
We're going to need a final answer.
Paradise. That's my final answer.
I Came into Aviation the Hard Way. Going Solo by Roald Dahl. Airframe by Michael Crichton.
I'm going to have to guess that one because it's Airframe and he's talking about aviation, right?
I mean, Airman is the last one.
Airman? What the? Yes, Airframe.
Okay. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents. Grumbled Joe lying on the rug.
It's Little Women. It has to be because Joe's a character in Little Women. Yeah, it's Little Women by Louisa May Alcott.
Sing in me, muse, and through me tell the story of that man skilled in all ways contending. The wanderer harried for years on end after he plundered the stronghold on the proud height of Troy. This is the Odyssey by Homer, the Aeneid
I think.
Aeneid by Virgil, the Iliad by Homer, or Olympus by Dan Simmons.
I think it's the Odyssey.
My godmother lived in a handsome house in the clean and ancient town of Breton.
Valette by Charlotte Bronte.
It was so small.
It's not Valette.
Valette. Wuthering Heights.
It's not Wuthering Heights.
Agnes Grey by Anne
Might be
Bronte.
that one. I got that one wrong yesterday.
And Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte.
I think it's Agnes Grey.
Question 14. The year 1866 was signalized by a remarkable incident, a mysterious and puzzling phenomenon which doubtless no one has yet forgotten. Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne, Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne,
Oh,
or From the Earth to the Moon by
Jules Verne.
Jules Verne.
I haven't read anything by Jules Verne, ever.
Well, I'll give you a hint.
It's by
It's by Jules Verne.
Around the World in 80 Days.
Sure. For want of a nail, the kingdom was lost. That's how the catechism
goes
when you boil it down. So Aragon by Christopher
Paolini.
The Tommyknockers by Stephen King, The Sword of Shannara by Tara Brooks, or The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Do you know Tolkien?
I do know Tolkien.
It can't be him, right? I feel like it's King. I think it's Stephen King. That's my Tommyknockers. I've never read it, but I think that's my guess.
16.
Almost same.
I first met Dean not long after my wife and I split up. On the Road by Jack
Kerouac.
You told me this yesterday. Yep. Kerouac. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Casey. Naked Lunch by William S. Burroughs.
It's not that. I've read that.
Or The Executioner Song by Norman Mailer.
I'm gonna guess The Executioner one.
The strange thing was, he said, how they screamed every night at midnight. Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. In Our Time by Ernest Hemingway. All Quiet on the Western Front by Eric Maria Remarque. Night Shift by Stephen King. I think I know this, and I don't know why.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
Come on, help me. I don't know.
You guess first. Yeah.
Is it Catch-22?
That's what I was going to guess.
Alright, I was like Catch-22.
My father and mother should have stayed in New York, where they met and married, and where I was born. Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton. Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Or The Bonfire of the Vanities by Tom Wolfe.
Didn't I get the Catcher in the Rye
did.
yesterday and it wasn't that?
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with the second one.
The Age of Innocence?
Yeah.
Okay. When he lies down to sleep, this landscape is always on his mind. A pine forest covers the hills as far as the fur on the bear's back. The Hammer of Eden by Ken Follett. The Castle in the Forest by Norman Mailer. Nice. A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. For whom the bell tolls.
I guess Hemingway. That sounds like some bullshit he'd spin. I really, really hate Hemingway, like a lot.
20. This is it.
Last one.
He was an inch, perhaps 2 under 6 feet, powerfully built, and he advanced straight at you with a slight stoop of the shoulders, head forward, and fixed from under stare, which made you think of a charging bull. Lord Jim by Joseph Conrad. The Women Who Walked into Doors by Roddy Doyle. Gorillas by V.S. Naipaul. Our Man in Heaven, or in Havana. He's not in heaven. Our Man is in Havana by Graham Greene.
I'm gonna say Lord Jim.
Lord Jim.
Alright, the moment
Submit?
of truth.
Ooh.
What?
You got 9 out of 20.
Oh no. Which ones did I get right and wrong? Crying of La 49 was right, so drink. The second one was Atonement, the play, the really, really long one about Brienne. Third one was Grapes of Wrath, I got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Then it was Robinson, the one that says that he was born in 1632 is not the book titled 1632. You were right, it was The Life of Pi.
Nice.
Oh my god, it was a portrait of the artist? Wow.
Oh, you got that right?
No, I got that one wrong.
You got Brave New World, right?
Yeah, I got Brave New World.
You did?
Drink.
Okay.
I got Lady Chavley's Lover. Drink. I got Paradise by Toni Morrison. Drink. I got Little Women. Drank. I got The Odyssey. Drank. Oh, I was wrong about Villette.
Thank God.
Valletta is actually really good. Low key, it's better than Jane Eyre.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Ooh, definitely got that right.
The Tommyknockers, you got it.
Ooh, On the Road, I definitely got right.
No Time. You didn't get that. Nice.
It was-
Angela's Ashes. That's all you. Hamlet of Eden.
But I got the last one right. Ooh. I had the perfect amount, and so did you. Optimistically, I think I would do better with my own books because I haven't heard of a lot of them, and I haven't read a lot of them. But with my own books, I think I would get an 80. So, I think the plan is that later this summer, we'll plan to do this with my books.
Yeah.
I'll do better, and that's that. And I'll do it sober. Maybe that'll help. Thanks so much for coming to my channel and supporting me. Thanks to my special guest for guest starring in this video. Yes, very much. Get some hype in the chat for Alexander. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if that's your jam, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy reading, happy writing, and
happy living. Hey, bye guys.
Bye. Woo.